Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I was never gonna. Put my teeth back in. I was gonna not film any more albums, and then I thought, do you know what? I just really truly love making them. I'm hopefully gonna keep this one quite simple, so I will try my best as well to put measurements in. So I'm gonna get my book out, and we're gonna do some measuring, and I'm using the papers. I got a 12 by 12, an 8 by 8, and 2 of the ephemera packs. So when we make photo mats, I can have, say, the ones, they're little booklets. So the larger ones at the front, like this, I can glue that down on a piece of black cardstock, and then have the other one, because I've bought 2 of them, I can have this glued on the back. That way they can still see both sides of this gorgeous, gorgeous ephemera card. That's if I decide to add them to black cardstock, which would, I think, would look lovely as, oh my goodness, look at that, absolutely beautiful. Another one with this. Oh, look at this beautiful bunny. I mean, I was given these papers last year, or just after Christmas, I think, or just before, I can't remember. And I know what I thought, I've done a Christmas album now, so I put them away, and this is the time now to fetch them out. I know it's Christmas, we're doing a little bit of Christmas in July, so we're going to do an album in July. How's that? A Christmas album. I've already matted and done my layering of my chipboard, and I've also added these papers because this is overlaid on top, because this is 12 by 12, but I wanted the Christmas spirit of that beautiful bird, the pink candle, and I want it all to continue right around the corner to Santa and his happy Christmas. With one of the 12 by 12 packs and one of the 8 by 8 packs, I have, because I've got 2 of those. No, I haven't, tell a lie. I've got one of those and one of the 12 by 12. And I've cut apart the 8 by 8s. And I've cut apart the 12 by 12 using my, what's it, scan and cut. But some of the tickets, it didn't stamp out too well. This is like a little booklet. This is one, and look, if you notice, it cut out her face and a little slit and her boot. It just had a mind of its own. So Merry Christmas. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. Perhaps try and find her face, and I don't know, but yeah, I might have to use the back and cover something up. And then this one decided it wanted to try and cut these little flowers out and acorns. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong with my scan and cut. Look, see, it's cut one of the little berries out from there, and a couple from here and here. I think that one's about the most, oh, there's 3 that were perfect. For you, this beautiful village scene and the greetings. But I will incorporate them somewhere, even though she'll have no face. Well, that one's not too bad, but I'm going to try and keep all these little bits together. I also cut them out. I used the circle punch with the little ones here because they were small enough to cut out with the 1.5 inch circle punch. Or was that 2 inches? I think it's 1.5. No, 2 inches it is. Ooh. So we've got some little ones as well. I haven't cut these out properly yet. I don't know. I might use them as a tab on to flip one of the cards. And then these are the small cut aparts from like them, but tiny. We got the Christmas with love, joy, and then the stamps. And I kept them all inside this little booklet. And these are the little. These are the larger ephemera cards, which I didn't cut out from, oh I did, there they are, sorry. And this is the little envelope. can turn that into something sweet. And these are supposed to be the 4x4, the 4x4s, yeah, or is it the 6x6? Oh, the 6x6s, but these are the 4x4s. So we've got all these lovely little wonderful pieces that we want to try and incorporate in this gorgeous album. So I haven't done any pages with pockets. We can always add a pocket on if we fancy it at the end or whilst we're making it. So I've got all my bits. I've got all my 12x12, and that is off the, these are 2 of the cut apart strips, and this was off the piece that was left over from covering my book. Another little piece there. Was that the way? Oh well, I kept the strip anyway because it's got a nice little pattern on the back. And then this was, I think, the last piece as well. But see how it was doing 12x12 there? So what I did, I cut that section off and then just glued it further down. So I got the page to look like it should. And oops. And this is one of the cut aparts. So I didn't need 2. I've got them on one of it because I found one sheet that was been sent to me separately, so I cut that one apart and I took the bottom off that page, and I thought, right, I like the pink, so I'm going to use the back. So I've literally now got, with my cut aparts, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's from, I did all the cut aparts from this one. So that is the front cover, so I can only use that way. I got the beautiful squirrels, or I can use that village scene. I got the flowers there, or that gorgeous deer. More flowers and more flowers. This is the back cover, and it's got the blue, and this is the pink. And I've also got them as 8x8s as well. So if you get my drift, I'm not going to try and waste any part of this paper because it's precious. So the paper's there, album's there, and the album measures 8 1/4 by 10. So like I'm saying, we've got 2 of these books and we've got loads of these booklets. I could use these and cut these out, and maybe use some of this as designer series paper in the book. And you get 24 double-sided papers. They all measure 4.5 by 6.5. Perfect for photo mats, for 6x4 photos. I mean, look at that. I mean, I could cover that with one of these papers. Like, say that for instance. Add that onto there to thicken it, and then do my journaling lines on there. And you've got a lovely little photo mat there, so you're not wasting the front cover or the back, because you can use the white photo mats. I might use white, in fact I will use white photo mats. Okay, so where's that piece gone? Probably from there. Oh, I had a piece missing. Right, front, back, and back. Oh, there was one. Oh no, that was the one I cut apart. But the mini ones, they're there. So that can go on that one, that can go on that one, this one can go on this one. So I'm making photo mats straight away. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Now these ones, maybe I will find another one. See, one of these doubles now, that is absolutely gorgeous. That could literally be glued on there like that and give you some scenery. But don't waste your front and back covers, because you can photo mat on them. Or I could even turn it that way, and then the person could add a small photo and journal and have a photo on the back as well. So that's what we're doing with that one. And then these two, if I I might just leave them whole, but I might just add that to a piece of black cardstock and then this on the back, so it's double-sided. Let me show you what I mean. I know it's not the right size, but say I glued this down on some black cardstock, give myself a tiny little black border so it looked beautiful. Then on the back I could glue this down with a nice little tiny black border, so the recipient can write and still add photos on both sides. Absolutely gorgeous. So you get my drift now. But let's pop them to one side for a moment. And how many have I got of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 of those as well. Oh, perfect. So what you're going to need so far is pink Christmas mini album, chipboard, 1 at 3 by 10 and 2 at 8 1/4 by 10, black card stock, 2 at 12 by 12, join and cover album. Then you'll need black card stock, 4 at 9 by 9 1/2 for the pages, and on the short side score at 3/4 of an inch and 1 1/4 inches, and that gives you 4 pages, single pages. And this is where we're going to attach, and this is going to be in case of any bulk, and you'll have 4 of those. Inside black cardstock for your spine, you want 1 at 9 3/4 by 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and that's for the spine. Trying to think. And my DSP for the front, DSP front, back and spine, 2 at 8 1/8 by 9 7/8, and 1 at 2 7/8 by 9 7/8, and that's just where we're up to now. And then we're going to start page 1 front, and like I was saying, I've used 1 12 by 12 pack and an 8 by 8 pack and 2 of these gorgeous books, and they are Pink Christmas I'm just going to put ephemera cards. 2 times ephemera cards. So that's what you're going to need. If you want to come and join in with me, we're going to start from page 1 and work our way through the album. I'm going to try my best to write all the measurements down. I've got my page sizes, which I've wrote on my desk, and I'm going to leave at the side of me because my album size is 8 1/4 by 10 1/8 actually. It's not, it's actually 10, but by the time you've got the black card stuck on and the DSP, it makes it look 10 1/8. But my page sizes are 9 1/2 by 7 3/4 once they've all been folded down. So I don't have to keep picking up my ruler and measuring, if you know what I mean. So I know that this now is 7 3/4 by 9 1/2, and I've got it written on my desk at the side of me. I always find that best because otherwise I'm forever ever picking up the cardstock. So you two lot, pause the video, grab all your stuff. You don't even have to use the same cardstock as me, but come on back and we'll make this beautiful album together. So give me 2 minutes. I'm going to get my glue out and start gluing my pieces together for my first 4 photo maps. Absolutely beautiful. And I cut these out with a 2-inch punch, and I don't really need a lot, 16 circles, so because I've also got some from the large pack as well. So I'm just gonna, they are all exactly the same size, so there shouldn't be any overhang. And then when I can do that, grab my journaling pen and I put a couple of crosses in the corners, and I'm just going to take my pen and just drag it down to the corners. Stop halfway. 1 2 3. Because they are 6 1/2 by 4 1/2. Excuse me. So this little bit of doodling, once you put your 6 by 4 on, you will see. Perfect. Let me just grab a 6 by 4 piece of cardstock. Oh, my back. Twisted that funny then. So let me cut this. Oh, look at that, it's perfect. 6 by 4. So when you put your 6 by 4 photo on, you're going to see those gorgeous cute doodling lines, and it's going to look beautiful. So that's how our maps are going to turn out. So pop these to one side. Let's get on and continue to glue these together. Whoops. Just check. Perfect. And it's adding strength by gluing the pieces on the back. My favourite one. Doesn't matter how tidy you are, and you can just doodle away like crazy.
You doodle away like crazy.
Hi, Mr. Boyce.
Hi ladies. Bye ladies.
Thank you for my coffee, darling. He's a superstar, isn't he? Well, I'm doubling them up now, look. I'm going to double that up as well. Just looks cute. So So look, when we add that, we still got those cheeky little journaling lines, and it just adds a bit of character to your photo mats. I love it. I think it's cute. So there's another one. I mean, what would most people do with this? Throw it away? Let's make use of them. So are we going to keep the scenery, or are we going to have this? I think I'm going to have this. So I'm just going to glue them together. Love that. So you can write something, maybe have a small photo there, and then flip it over and have a larger photo there. Just make sure you get all the glue off the side. I mean, you can just add a couple of lines. Another photo mat. Perfect. And then last but no means least, most of the people would throw that in the bin, see? And if you don't want to add it onto the back of one of these, then add it to a piece of black cardstock and you've still got a photo mat. I just wanted to make sure we got a little bit of pretty going on with a bit of plain. And if you wanted to, and you had gone over and they weren't quite melding together the same, like there's a little bit of white sticking out there, and because they are 6 by 6.5 by 4.5, you could trim these down to 6 by 4 or 6.25 by 4.25, even better. Just have fun, never doodle away, doesn't matter if it's straight or not, or whether it's got gaps in. It's entirely up. There's no right or wrong way to do these. So instantly we've got 4 gorgeous little photo mats ready to go in our album. Gaynor's got a lovely cup of coffee off Mr. Boyce. Oh, fun-dabby-dozy. So when I cut my cardstock down, I was left with 3 inches by 12, and also, oh gosh, my back is killing doing that twisting, 2.5 inches by 9, I think, yeah. So because my card is 7 3/4, I got more than enough to do a little pocket there. Oh my gosh. So this is 9, take away 1/2 and in, 8.5, fold that over. So 8.5, we need to score this at 3/4. Fold that over, and that should be 7 3/4. Just gonna pop that down there, just to test my theory. And that is bang on, and just to save on any bulk down there, I'm just going to add a bead of glue just along the bottom. So it doesn't matter if what end I attach that. So think about all these little leftover pieces and what we can do to add them to our albums. That way we're making less waste right along the edge. Oops, why are you bulking? Because Gaynor, you've got to get it right on the edge. That's better. Squidging out, or I'd sooner it squidge out all over the place. At least that way I know it's not going to come undone. So that first pocket was 9 by 2.5. Score long side 1/2 inch one end and 3/4 inch the other end, or 5/8. Look at that, both ends. That would work as well, make that even. So that's that first page. Not just leaving that like that, no, I'm going to add other things to that as well. But that will house, you know, if I can get my photo mats in there, even that way I could get a couple in there. Now, I'm not going to be turning all these into little pockets. We could do somewhere. There's some long ones there. That is really thin. That is only 2 1/4. That one's 2.5 by 12. So let's get some. So, oh, there goes now Gaynor. She's off with the ruler. 7. Oh, not bad. Should have guessed that because my page is 9.5. So 7. Right, I'm going to cut some of these 7 by 7. Let me think. 7 1/4 by 5 3/4. So I need 4 of those. So let's grab 2. 5 3/4. There's 2. And again 5 3/4. And we're going to get 4 from 2 sheets. And we're going to do 7 1/4. So 5 leaves 7. And 1/4 is 4 3/4 we need to remove. Perfect size. We'll keep hold of these for later. So 4 3/4 removed gives 7 1/4. And we're going to keep these for later because they will make excellent. What are they? They are 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. Lovely. More photo mats for later. And now we're going to take these and we're going to score them on the short side at 1/2 inch. And we're going to have some nice big 7 by 5 photo mats. But some people like larger photos too. Excuse me, cup of coffee coming up. So this is black card stock, and I'll do again. You want 4 at 7 1/4 by 5 3/4, and score the short side at 1/2 inch, and have just a small waterfall. Let me write this small waterfall down for. So fold these and burnish them. You could also, because it's a pink Christmas, you could use white cardstock, very vanilla cardstock, entirely up to you. I ordered a kit, and you get everything to make an album by the lovely Scrap Queen. So I'm going to start them from this edge, keeping them away from this edge. I'm going to attach them on there. And because they are 5 1/4, I think 1/2 inch down, 1/2 inch down. That's going to come to there perfectly. With our 1/2 inch gaps, and then one of our photo mats that we've just made will keep the waterfall element closed. How cute is that? So let's get some gluing done. And we're using this side of the cardstock as a guide. Keeping that edge right and close. Perfect. So warm, it's starting to dry already. Right, oof. That is perfect. Just make sure that is cute. I might even round those corners yet. Oh, that's going to be perfect down there. Come on then, sit on the edge. And I don't want to really go too much larger, the flaps and stuff, because I can use the 8x8 papers. Hence the reason I've done the pages 7 3/4. And our last piece, we can do a small waterfall with those pieces that we took off as well. Not on this page though. Hence the reason we got this on the side as well. We got some space for manoeuvre, in case. Oh, look at that. I can't even fit one more in because it'll overlap. So that is perfect. Beautiful. And it stops it from becoming too bulky, way too bulky. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, right along that edge. And I'm just going to curl that a little bit because I find with waterfalls they do tend to curl up. Come here. I've got OCD big time. I think it's just getting worse and worse. This rubber is screaming at me just to clean it. So let's choose a gorgeous little picture now. Oh, do we want to chop that up just to come down that page? Look, see, we're not going to have much waste off that at all. We could use that side then to do the strips underneath. Oh, that'd be lovely. Oh, we could do Santa. I think I might use that one because not much. It's only going to be the bottom half of his sleigh that is going to get moved, or maybe the. Let's have a look. Oh no, I don't want to slice through the bird. Bless its soul. So. Santa it is. So let's call, they are 7 1/4. Let's chop these down to 7. Oh, bash myself in the chin. And 1/8. Nearly chopped Santa up. Again, turn this 7 1/8. Because we got a pattern on the back, I'm going to go to 1/16 before the 1/2 inch. And I've got 2 pieces there, perfect. Ready to go on the inside strips. So now let's do half-inch strips, and we want 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I want that to be, it's 5 1/4, so 5 1/8. There's our picture page. We'll show you that in a minute. And we need 2 more of those. And we take that up to the 1/16 before 1/2 inch. Perfect. I think that should be about right. Let's just pop that down and see. So that is going to get on there. That is going on there. And this, oh, shavings. Oh, that's right there. What's going on there? And this one is going right at the bottom. We get a complete picture. So let's glue these on. Oh, you can all see. I keep forgetting when positioning a new camera. Sorry, somebody did mention it on one of the videos. I do apologise. Going right along. Let me find, let's put this there just so I can see. That's the piece. Perfect. There's our strips on the side as well. Lovely. Whoops. Oh, crikey. Is that that's the right width, is it? Yes, that's fine. And our last piece. Beautiful, 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 beautiful morning. So we have our little waterfall card, space there for 7x5 cards, and this beautiful can go this side to keep that in. Perfect, 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 perfect. And that keeps the waterfall closed. So now we need to decorate strip down there. Would that be long enough? Or yes, it's perfectly long enough, just needs to be trimmed down a little bit because that is 1/2 inch as well. So let's take this down to 3/8 tiny little strip there. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Oh, I'm going to frame it that way actually. Perfect. Look how sweet that is. That space there then is 5 by 7 1/4. Beautiful. And for that, I'm just going to have a look. Let's see. Oh, that's going to be too short, isn't it? So let's have a look, have a look, have a look, have a look. Maybe we could use, oh, I haven't fetched any white cardstock over, ladies, just give me 2 seconds. Oh, I got my baggy pants on. Cardstock. Plenty of white cardstock now. So let's cut this 7 1/8 by 5. So let's do 4 and 7 8. No, let's do 5. You can always trim down. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. What's wrong with that then? That didn't look straight, did it? Wow, let's get that back. Thought there was something off a little bit. Keeping that nice and straight there. It's going to have to go to 5 and take a little bit off. Sure that's all the way down. Perfect. I mean, if you wanted to, you could add oh my goodness, I can't get this on. Just want a little gap at the top as well. Beautiful. Now where's my journaling pen? And I'm not going to bother with white cardstock on the backs because these photographs themselves will be on there. And then beautiful, let's find out a gorgeous one. Let's pop that one in there, and that then can go down there. Keep that page closed, or we could even turn it this way. That is gorgeous. And then now we just need a piece of DSP for there, and I can just see one poking out to me. OMG. I'm going to use one of these gorgeous strips here first. Now I'm drawing the end of the paper, so I'm going to come in a fraction and chop that off. Perfect. Let's have a look. Just check my battery. Perfect. Not quite wide enough. Chop that little edge off there, just like, 'cause that's where the glue was, and that will be perfect. Tiny, it's a little slither. Perfect. Whoops. Got the dropsies. Oh, look at that, it's gone up slanted again. Oh my goodness, Gaynor. Oh, it's too late. It's gonna go up there. My long paper and my short paper. Oh, look at this. Let me get me coffee go to waste. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Postage stamp, I might put that there. No, look at that, it's off. With love. Oh, that's nice. Merry Christmas can go there. And then with love can go on there. Perfect. Love it. Oh yeah, gotta be quick with this stuff. Goes off fast. So we've got a beautiful waterfall page held down by these gorgeous other photo mats. So we have space for a large 7x5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 large photos there. 2 more there, 10, and you could just literally add a couple of these. They're nice and stiff now. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then you could just keep adding. But I'm going to tuck the 2 behind each other so we can see that gorgeous Santa sitting there. So there we go, there's our first page. So come back tomorrow, we're going to start messing around with page number 2, and I've enjoyed this first page making it with you, and I hope you're enjoying this as well. So yeah, come back on the next video. It might be shortly, it might be later, could be tomorrow, could be any time. But thank you for staying with me. Gorgeous page, absolutely beautiful. I love doing these picture waterfalls, they're so cute. Love the with love. So see you soon, take care, bye.